Psych Chrissy here for the usual Tuesday night broadcast happening every week at 7 o'clock on the dot. How is everybody? Is everybody rested and feeling good after all of the amazing holidays that we've just had? Hasn't it been amazing, guys? But I thought it was very timely that I do a live broadcast tonight on just trying to get your motivation back. For some people, they're still on holidays. I know there's a lot of people out there that, I feel like I'm the only person really that is still working this week. There's a lot of people out there that have taken the week off and they're fully indulging in their self-care. Hey, Caitlin, welcome to the live broadcast tonight. So I thought it was a timely episode, I suppose, to present on trying to get your motivational mojo back when you've had some challenges possibly to your healthy lifestyle routines, or you've just got out of whack as far as, when we have a spate of holidays, we tend to fall into some bad habits, or we tend to get away from healthy lifestyle practices that we would normally get sort of, have going on for us day to day, but for whatever reason that has fallen by the wayside with all of the holidays. So that's good. I'm not the only person that is working at the moment. That makes me feel good. So if you're watching Psych Chrissy live tonight, give me a wave, give me a like, give me a share, ask me any question you like. The more you ask, the more I can deliver on content that is on point and specific to what you guys need on a Tuesday night. So welcome to the broadcast. We're talking all about Motivational Mojo. What the heck do we do when we've started getting off track with healthy lifestyle practices that we would usually be engaging and what happens when we go on little holidays and that starts to fall by the wayside. But before I get into that, guys, I have put a link on the post. We are going to be kicking off our Calm Kids Yoga for Term 2. So if you've got some little yogis out there, or some children that are in need of some support around meditation practices. So our little yogis typically have mood issues, they might have some sleep issues, they might have some behavior challenges, or they just need help in learning how to be calm and learning how to tame those big emotions. Calm Kids Meditation and Yoga is coming back for Term 2. Click the link in the post if you want to register for that. It's the best program ever. I know I'm a little bit biased, but it is one of the best programs that we have rolling out at the Wellness Centre. So click the link if you want to register for that, or share the link if you know somebody that might have a little yogi in need of some meditation. All right, so let's get into this. How do we break out of motivational mojo slumps? What the heck do we do when all of our routines and our healthy lifestyle just get out of whack? So one of the things that and some of this we help our Mind Body Bootcamp participants with. So as you know, the Wellness Centre run Mind Body Bootcamps, and that's all about learning skills of how to maintain motivation, how to get back into healthy lifestyle practices. So some of this is some of the strategies that we teach in our Mind Body Bootcamp, but I've thrown some extra things in there for good measure, just to help you guys get back on track. So one of the things that I find really helpful is sometimes we get so demotivated because we think about healthy lifestyle as this chore. It's kind of this overwhelming, there's probably 50 billion things that we need to be doing to get back into healthy lifestyle. It all becomes a little bit too much, a little bit too overwhelming. So what do? We crack out the chocolate eggs and we think, bugger that, that's too much. I can't even think about it right now. And we get demotivated by the fact that we think about, getting back on track with healthy lifestyle as being this big, overwhelming 50-item pursuit a million things we need to change, and we think, stuff that, I'm cracking open the eggs again. So one of the things that I encourage people to do is to really break it down into small, bite-sized pieces. So it's not about overhaul, getting all nuts, going, I need to get back to the gym every single day. I need to not eat carbohydrates. I'm not allowed to eat a piece of sugar again. I'm not allowed to do this. I'm not allowed to do that. And it's about not overwhelming yourself in that regard. Caitlin, you had a chocolate overload. You know what got me on the weekend? Bloody hot cross buns. Oh, those damn things. They're so delicious. And I look at them because I'm like, well, they're only out at this time of the year, so I've got to get my fill on hot cross buns. So that's a naughty one, and that's something that I've, tried to get back on top of. But we've got to break our healthy lifestyle back into small, bite-sized pieces and do things one at a time. So we're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. We're not going into extreme deprivation mode about getting our healthy lifestyle on track. We might just set one small goal for ourselves that might sort of go for a couple of days. So for example, if you've totally gone hell for leather on chocolate eating or hot cross bun eating like Psych Chrissy has over the last 4 days, you might say, okay, well, if that's a bit crazy, what I'm going to do is, over the next 2 or 3 days, I'm only going to eat 1 egg a day. And, I'm going to try and make sure that, I do something healthy to get back on track. It might be that, your exercise routines have dropped off. So it's like, well, I'm going to commit to a walk every day for the next 5 days. So again, we're not punching it out in the gym 5 days a week. We're not getting rid of all the carbs. We're not getting rid of all the sugar. We're just making slow steps to get ourselves back on track. And it might be just changing one thing or getting one thing back on track from our healthy lifestyle that we want to reinvigorate or get sort of going again. So small, bite-sized chunks, guys, committing to one thing or getting rid of one bad habit that we have picked up over the holiday period. That's a great start. Number 2 is get the body moving. And like I said, it's not about getting back to gym, slogging it out 5 days a week, but it's about balance, guys, and moderation. So if you have been a little bit sort of, I think I'll just, sleep in till 11 o'clock on my days off, and I might skip my walk, and I might, getting your body moving in any way, shape or form, even if it's for a small amount of time. It could be a quick walk. It could be, I don't know, some bloody star jumps in your lounge room. It could be getting back to that yoga session. It could be a whole range of different physical things. It doesn't have to be this, if you're still on holidays, for example, it might just be a walk with your family of a morning or of a night time, just trying to get your body moving in some way, shape or form throughout that period of time. And it doesn't have to be strenuous, outrageous activity. Even walking around the shops. And I hate shopping, don't get me wrong, guys, but on Easter Saturday, I thought, look, I think I'm going to get, I'd done gym in the morning. I was feeling pretty sore and sorry for myself. And I thought, I'm just going to walk it out. I'm just going to put some retail therapy in my walking. And that's classed as exercise, isn't it, guys? So, making sure that throughout the time period that you've had off, that just moving your body in any way, shape or form is a way of getting yourself back on track. So one of the things that I encourage everybody to do when they're in holiday mode or holiday routine is just making sure that you at least have one healthy meal a day. It could be breakfast, it could be lunch, it could be dinner. It's just about making sure that you preserve, one of your meals in the day and make it healthy. It could be a healthy snack, anything at all. Again, we're not going all outrageous. We're not going, right, I ate 15 Easter eggs yesterday. I'm not eating any carbohydrates today. It's just about taking it easy and going, all right, so if I'm going to get back on track today somewhat, which one of my meals is going to be my healthy meal? What can I make that? And how can I make that more healthier than the day before? One of the things that I try and preserve as much as I can as far as healthy lifestyle and staying on track is about drinking lots of water. Now, if you're not a water drinker and you're like, oh, this is something that I really struggle with, mineral water, guys. I'm totally addicted to mineral water. I like the carbonation of it. I like the fact that it's got a bit of kick to it. But even still, if you are a water drinker and you notice that on holidays you just don't seem to have that sort of bottle of water lying around, go and grab it. Because drinking lots of water and flushing out some of the toxins will help you clear some of all of those heavy meals, that sugar intake, that carbohydrate, that sort of I suppose, I don't want to say the toxicity that's built up, but if you've dropped off your exercise routine and things like that, flushing out your body with water can just be a go-to method for trying to get some of those healthy lifestyle sort of physiological processes back on track. Now, as a last-ditch effort, or not even a last-ditch effort, but something that you can just keep in mind. So, Caitlin, mineral water doesn't go down well. Yeah, but you can drink water throughout. If mineral water is no good for you, just get some water or get some fluids into you. Try not allow it to be predominantly alcohol, guys, particularly if you are prone to having a bit of an indulgence. Psych Chrissy can relate to this one as well, but just making sure that you really balance that out. One of the things that I did hey Julie, welcome to the broadcast. One of the things that I commit to, particularly over holiday periods, is the first drink that I have of the day is lemon water. That's the first drink that I have. It really helps clear out those kind of those toxic sort of unhealthy substances that have built up overnight in the body. It helps you. Vodka looks like water. I wish. Helps you clear out all of that, digestive build up overnight, clear out the liver and get it functioning well for a new day. So lemon water, guys, get onto that first thing in the morning. But matching one unhealthy habit with a healthy one. So if you are drinking lots of alcohol, maybe you need to balance that out with some walking. If you are sleeping in till 11, 12 o'clock in the day, maybe you can commit to some extra mindfulness practice. What else have I got on here? If your water's dropped off for whatever reason, maybe you can add on some extra veggies at dinner time. If you've been watching bloody unhelpful YouTube videos on how to get fit, or Instagram, it drives me nuts. If you've been watching Instagram models, if you've been doing too much scrolling over your holiday period and you're getting really negative towards yourself and your body image, and make sure that you are spending some time on gratitude or reflecting on things that you feel grateful for, or journaling, or something that's more helpful as far as your self-care goes. So swapping out a bad habit or something that you've picked up over the holiday period and making sure that you're getting some of that healthy self-care in exchange. I get it, guys. We all get a little bit sort of social media happy over the holidays. We're just sitting there. We've got nothing to do but making sure that, our mindfulness, our gratitude journals, our talking to yourself in a positive way, extra, active mindfulness, extra walking, extra veggies on your plate, whatever it is that you're swapping out some of those unhealthy practices and swapping in something that's more healthy and productive. So let's whip through it, guys. Changing one thing at a time. Let's not build Rome in a day. We know it doesn't work well. We know that it becomes unmotivational when we look at healthy lifestyle and we think, oh my God, there's 50 things I need to change here. I've just fallen into a hole in my holidays and there's just so much I need to do. Break it down into small, manageable steps. Just change one thing at a time. That's all we need to do. Get the body moving. One healthy meal a day. Drink heaps of water. Swapping out, or for every unhealthy habit, or if we've got an unhealthy habit that's been emerging over the holiday period, just bringing in something that we know is good as far as health, whether it be physical, psychological, or emotional health, self-care and well-being, just making sure that we're preserving something of that essence to help balance out some of the unhealthy lifestyle practices that we have picked up during this holiday period, whether that be eating too many eggs, whether that be overindulging in alcohol, whether that be really scaling back on the exercise routines. Just bring something healthy and self-care related back into your day to get yourself back on track. So there we go, guys. I hope that's been helpful. I hope this is a Psych Chrissy call to action to start getting some of your healthy lifestyle routines and practices back in the mix. If you're still on holidays, then Psych Chrissy has come around at a very opportune time. So I want you to have a think about some of these things. If you're lounging around by a river, if you're lounging around by a beach, have a think about some of this content and let's get some of these healthy lifestyle practices back into gear and start feeling good about ourselves and not fully losing everything that we know about healthy lifestyle and slowly getting back on track. So thank you guys. I hope it's been awesome. Share the broadcast, like, comment. I love to hear from you guys, and I will see you all next week with some of your healthy lifestyle practices back in place. All right, guys? All right, I'll see you next week.